Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today with my friend Mike.
Hello guys.
And I'm gonna coach him step by step. He's a complete beginner, and this will be the coaching video I wish I had when I first started sim racing. If you find value at any point, please use the like button. Helps me know that you enjoy it and also helps the channel grow. So let's start.
Now Mike has done just a couple of laps at this point, and it's important to talk about force feedback when we're trying to improve our pace. So what I want you to try is to basically steer a lot and steer quickly in the corners. Don't even try to take the corners. Exactly. Just go quickly with the steering and focus on the feeling of force feedback, compared with the normal way to just navigate the track like what you've done so far. What's the difference?
The car doesn't turn anymore and the force feedback gets weaker.
Right, so let's try a drill. I want you to do the exact same thing in multiple corners and just focus on the force feedback feel. So slide the fronts a lot, turn quickly. Exactly. In the next one as well. Even more. You can even turn more to really tell that the fronts are sliding. And when you're doing this, just focus on the force feedback feel. You should notice that the feedback gets a little weaker. Exactly. And now the next corner, let's bring the car back on track. I want the next corner, I want you to take it normally, just to notice the difference. So take it normally here. Exactly, see the difference? And with this overlay, you can actually see it. When you're understeering, the green line, which shows the force feedback, will be lower. So right now, if we massively understeer, notice that the green line is way under the blue one. Way under the blue one. But when we're taking the corner normally, that doesn't happen. Look. You see, it's much higher. So the key takeaway, when you're driving, focus on what you're feeling in the force feedback. If you feel like the force feedback gets lower or higher, it means you're losing or gaining grip. Just doing laps and focusing on force feedback, it's an important drill that you should be doing as a beginner. With that being said, the first thing you want to do on the track is to actually use all the track and start from all the way towards the outside, then the apex, and then the exit. So as you can see right now, Mike is just not using every part of the track. So what you want to do instead is position the car all the way to the outside. So for this corner, Mike, let's go all the way to the left side, on the white line on the left side, using everything here on entry. Everything on the white line with the left tire. Exactly. So brake on this. I think we braked a little bit too late, but that's fine. Let's turn the car. It's all good. This happens in the beginning because we're focusing our vision to that white line, so it throws us off. But what you want to achieve, let's say for this corner, it's a left-hander. You want to stay all the way towards the right side to open the corner, to increase your radius in the corner, then turn as close as you can to the apex even more. Same here when you're going uphill. You want to use every inch of the road, every curb, every bump. If the suspension can handle, that's going to be fine. Another example in the next corner, it's a right-hander. So we have to position the car all the way to the left, all the way to the left. So we're using even the white line, even the curb. We're gonna start braking at the beginning of the curb, Mike, and I want you to mount both this curb and the next one on the apex. And very even closer, you see, we left more space. Same here with the curb, bring the car all the way to the left before turning, and now turning towards the right side. You always want to do this to maximize the speed that you can carry in the corners. Same thing here, stay all the way on the left, on the curb, get closer to the apex on the green part of the curb, stay very close here. Exactly. Use the track on your way out as well, and that's how you position your car. Now, I've been watching Mike doing a couple of laps already, and there's one thing that all the beginners do it wrong, and that is braking and turning more or less at the same time whenever they're braking hard. So what I want you to try, Mike, is when you're braking initially, try to hold the steering wheel almost straight and then turn. So you're braking in a straight line and then you're turning in the corner. Exactly, because you want to maximize the efficiency of the straight line braking. If you're gonna brake and turn at the same time, you won't be as efficient on the brake. So in this next corner, again, brake in a straight line with peak pressure, then when you're dropping the brakes, then you're transitioning to turn in. And speaking of braking, there's one thing that all the beginners get it wrong, and Mike here had some issues as well, and that's being precise with your initial braking application. When are you gonna start braking? You see, you need precise braking references, atomic braking reference. So if we stop right before this curb, let's find a reference that we can use. And here, for example, if we just go in reverse a little bit, so we see the whole curb, a reference for braking here might be the beginning of the curb. But a more precise braking reference might be the first yellow title on the curb. So not the red one, the second yellow. That's how you develop yourself consistency over the track. So what I want you to try in each corner is to find atomic braking references. Like for example here, you will know when you don't see that yellow anymore that's in front of you, if we just move forward a little bit, when you don't see it anymore, now you brake. Now this is a precise reference and your speed going the corner will always be the same because you have a precise reference for braking. Another beginner mistake is how beginners approach the throttle input. So you will notice even now with Mike, we had a laugh a little bit about it now. He's pushing the gas, but if you see on the telemetry trace, it looks like it's up and down all the time in some of the corners. This is flat out, so it won't happen here. But in the next one, he was always either too early or too late on the acceleration or modulating a little bit. More like Senna in his time, like if you know that video on YouTube with Senna going up and down on throttle. What you're seeing right now is not ideal. So what I want you to do instead, Mike, it's a drill for the throttle. If we can catch the car first. And what I want you to try is, I want you to think about throttle in terms of 0 and 100%. You're either at 0% or 100. You don't want to modulate too much. Maybe a little bit in the beginning, but for example here, smash it 0, 100, just like that. For the next couple of laps, this is everything that we're gonna do. 0, 100 with the throttle, just one movement. So let's try it here. Okay, closer to the apex, turn more the steering, and now 0, 100 on your way out. Exactly. This is slow because we missed the apex, but that's not the point. The point of this drill is building the right driving habits, the right muscle memory. The same thing here. It doesn't matter if we're slow now. We want to build that consistency with the throttle. So brake, wait, 100% on the gas, and that's it. That's how you build proper corner exits. But in order to do this and take advantage of the 0-100% on the gas, you need to learn to trail brake. That basically means to hold the brake up until the corner. So right now, stay on the brakes, still on the brakes, still on the brakes, still on the brakes, and now on your way out on the gas. And that's how you use all the track. That's how you see. Alright, so I'm gonna guide you through. You're gonna start braking at the beginning of the curb and you will brake hard, but then you're gonna be transitioning into low percent trail braking. So braking now, still hold the brakes, still hold the brakes, still hold the brakes, gas. 0-100, keep the gas on, steer more towards the left, steer more, and now turn towards the right. Good. And now for this corner, you're gonna be braking at the beginning of the curb on the left. Still on the brakes, 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 still on the brakes. You see, too early on the gas. The reason why you failed to go earlier there on the gas was because the speed was too low. You braked a little bit too much, basically, in that corner. So if we try again, you need to brake softer so that you are forced to press the throttle later. Softer, softer, keep tight, still on the brakes, still on the brakes, still on the brakes. Now gas, 0-100. Exactly. That's exactly how you do it. So you see, you managed to trail brake in low percent braking, and initially you couldn't just because you braked a little bit too hard. If you brake too much, if you overslow the car too much, you'll feel the need to press the throttle, and you'll press the throttle in that jagged pattern instead of 0-100. Let's continue. 0-100. Go, go, go. Perfect. Same for the next corner. Gonna brake, trail brake as much as you can, and then go on the gas. So braking, still hold, still hold, still hold, still hold, still hold, gas. Brake, still hold, gas. That's pretty good. Now let's add one more thing to the drills. Let's add more steering at the apex when the car has its minimum speed. So brake, brake, trail brake, trail brake, trail brake, trail brake, more steering here. Give it a chunk of steering. Exactly. And then gas. You see how much the car turns? Same thing here. I want you to force the car in the corner with the steering, like really going close to the gravel at the apex. We're going to be braking, trail braking, steer, even more, 0-100 on the gas, keep it flat. Same here, more steering at the apex. You see how much the car turns? We have a lot of front end available. I'm going to try the same thing here with the steering. Wait, more steering and go. You see how much the car turns, you even get to the grass. There's a lot of grip available. Same here. Brake, more steering. This just tells you, like, this is very important that you get to this state. It's all fine. It's all fine. Stop it a little. This just tells you that you have more grip. You can push more speed in the corner because when you turn more at the apex, the car can handle it. So the key takeaway is that if you're able to add more steering and the car still complies, it just means that you can push more speed into the corner. If you can steer more and the car will actually go to the grass, just brake softer or brake later, push more speed in the corner, apply the same technique of asking more steering at the apex, more steering at the minimum speed in the corner, up to a point where the car will refuse to turn. And that's how you find the limit with the front tires. Now we're gonna do a lap where I'm gonna try to point out every mistake in Mike's driving. Hopefully Mike learned a lot and he's gonna be able to coach me at some point. So going in this corner, he's trail braking, adding a lot of steering, a lot on the gas. He could have just carried more speed because we did not use all the track on the exit. So key takeaway here, push more speed in the corner, Mike. You were able to push more speed because you were not using all the space on the exit. But the trail braking looked good and also the throttle application looked good. Small hesitation with the throttle there. It wasn't like 0-100. You had a small drop. But other than that, this is solid. That's why you're improving with 4/10. This was good, but you did not trail brake properly. Like you had a gap in between the brake and the throttle. And here we turned too late into the corner and braked too much. So you could have turned early and brake softer. The throttle is looking nice, it's just that you need more confidence at turn in. Okay, keep it flat. This was really good. All you need to do to improve it is to brake softer. We shaved too much speed there. Here we pressed the throttle too early because we braked too hard, so we got wide. You see, sometimes braking too hard just settles into a chain reaction of mistakes. This was good.
So all in all, if you're a beginner, I think these drills will help you a lot. Mike is a complete beginner in the simulator but has some karting experience, but in the sim it's a completely different story. So if he was able to improve today, I'm sure that you will be able to improve as well. Think about it. It was the first time for him being in this rig, using these pedals, this wheel, and so on. So just follow the steps from this video. And if you want to improve even more, I have here 2 videos about trail braking, where I go in much more details about the drills that you have to do in order to improve your braking. And of course, if you want to accelerate the progress even further, check out the courses at getgoodracing.com. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, and maybe we'll do a part 2. Who knows? Bye-bye.